A 2018 Nissan Leaf just crossed 200,000 miles. Original battery, original motor, zero major repairs. The owner spent $847 total on maintenance over 6 years. That's less than 2 oil changes would cost on a gas SUV. I've been tracking long-term EV reliability data for 4 years. Studied repair records for owners pushing past 150,000 miles across 9 different models. The pattern is undeniable. Not all EVs are created equal. Some develop expensive problems early. Others cruise past 200,000 miles like it's nothing. Today, I'm breaking down the 9 electric vehicles with the lowest major repair rates in real-world use. These aren't predictions or manufacturer claims. These are proven workhorses with actual high-mileage data backing them up. Tesla Model 3, the single-motor simplicity king. Let's start with the rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3, especially the LFP battery versions. This is one of the most reliable EVs you can buy, and reasons are straightforward. Simple single-motor setup means fewer components to fail. No front motor, no complex dual-motor torque vectoring, just one proven drive unit powering the rear wheels. That simplicity compounds over time. Fewer motors means fewer potential failure points. Fewer connections, fewer cooling requirements. Tesla's battery management system has massive real-world data behind it. Over 1 million Model 3s on the road feeding information back to Tesla. They've refined thermal protection, charging curves, and degradation prevention through actual use, not just lab testing. The LFP battery chemistry in base Model 3s handles different conditions better than standard lithium-ion. You can charge to 100% regularly without the same degradation penalty. Tesla actually recommends charging LFP versions to 100% once per week. This matters enormously for long-term ownership. Known major issues exist. Suspension wear shows up around 100,000 to 120,000 miles. Control arm bushings take abuse from the weight and instant torque. Interior trim pieces occasionally develop rattles, especially around the door panels. These are predictable, manageable problems. Major drivetrain failures? Rare enough that they make headlines when they happen. A Model 3 owner in California tracks every mile meticulously. He hit 240,000 miles on original battery and motor. He's replaced suspension bushings twice, gone through 5 sets of tires, and changed the 12-volt battery 3 times. His powertrain has never needed attention, not once. Battery capacity at 240,000 miles sits at 87%. That's exceptional longevity for any battery technology. The massive fleet of Model 3s means parts availability is excellent. Independent shops can service them. Repair costs stay reasonable compared to boutique EV brands. That's the pattern across high-mileage Model 3s. The electric components last. Everything else ages like any car, maybe faster because of weight, but nothing unexpected. Tesla Model Y. Proven platform, refined execution. The Model Y long range shares Model 3's platform, which means it inherits those same reliability advantages. But it's not just a lifted Model 3. Tesla refined specific components to handle the extra weight and different use case. Mature drivetrain benefits from millions of miles of Model 3 data. Refined thermal system with larger cooling capacity for battery and motors. Large global fleet providing continuous improvement through over-the-air updates. Battery degradation trends in long-range Model Ys have been stable. Most owners report 90 to 92% capacity after 4 years and 80,000 miles. Some see even better results. The dual-motor setup in long-range versions adds complexity compared to single-motor Model 3s. But Tesla's experience with dual motors goes back to the original Model S. They've worked out the bugs. Suspension components are beefier than Model 3 to handle the extra 500 pounds. Wheel bearings are larger, brake cooling is improved. Real-world Model Ys routinely push past 150,000 miles with minimal drama. A Model Y owner running a ride-sharing service in Chicago told me his story. He's at 180,000 miles in just under 3 years. He replaced brake pads once at 140,000 miles, changed a 12-volt battery twice, replaced one set of tires every 40,000 miles. 0 powertrain issues, 0 unscheduled service visits. His efficiency dropped about 8% from new, which tracks perfectly with expected battery degradation. The car still drives exactly like it did at 5,000 miles. He charges almost exclusively on superchargers because of his work schedule. The battery handles it without issue. That's the advantage of Tesla's thermal management. Heavy supercharger use doesn't kill batteries when the cooling system works properly. Chevrolet Bolt EV. Simplicity that actually works. The Chevrolet Bolt proves that reliability doesn't require cutting-edge technology or maximum performance. This is legitimately one of the simplest EVs ever built. Compact battery pack with conservative charging speeds that never stress cells. Simple front-wheel drive setup with proven components. No complicated dual-motor coordination, no advanced torque vectoring. GM recalled and replaced battery packs between 2017 and 2022 models due to fire risk. After those replacements, long-term battery reliability has been rock solid. The replacement packs show minimal degradation even under heavy use. GM learned from the initial problems and the new packs are better than original. Bolt owners regularly hit 100,000 miles with zero major repairs beyond the recall work. A Bolt owner in Colorado uses his car for mountain driving. Constant elevation changes, lots of regenerative braking going downhill, lots of power draw going uphill. He's at 120,000 miles on his 2020 model with replaced battery pack. Most demanding repair, a wheel bearing at 95,000 miles. Cost him $180 at an independent shop. He charges exclusively on level 2 at home. Never fast charges unless absolutely necessary on road trips. Battery capacity remains at 94% after the replacement. The Bolt's 50,000 kilowatt maximum charging speed seems slow compared to newer EVs hitting 150 kilowatts or more. But that conservative approach prevents battery stress that compounds over years. Slower charging means less heat. Less heat means longer battery life. Simple physics. The Bolt won't win acceleration contests. It won't impress your friends, but it will quietly rack up 150,000 miles without drama or expensive repairs. For daily commuting and occasional road trips, that matters more than 0 to 60 times. Hyundai Kona Electric. Thermal management done right. Hyundai nailed their thermal management in the Kona Electric, and long-term reliability data proves it. Strong thermal management keeps battery temperatures stable during charging and driving. Active cooling prevents the heat-related degradation that kills batteries early. Efficient drivetrain design means less wasted energy as heat. Less heat generation means less work for the cooling system, less stress on all components. Low failure rates in power electronics compared to some competitors. The inverter and onboard charger rarely develop issues. High-mileage Kona Electric examples exist worldwide, showing minimal problems. A taxi service in Norway operates 15 Kona Electrics. Their highest mileage unit crossed 150,000 miles with 89% battery capacity remaining. The only major service across their entire fleet, replacing suspension components around 130,000 miles. Brake pads lasted over 100,000 miles thanks to regenerative braking. Total maintenance costs per vehicle averaged $1,200 over 150,000 miles. That's extraordinary for commercial use. The Kona Electric's conservative approach to power delivery extends component life. Peak power is 201 horsepower, which is adequate but not excessive. That means less stress on motors, less heat, longer life. Proven high-mileage examples exist across different climates. Hot Arizona summers, cold Canadian winters. The Kona Electric handles both without excessive degradation. If you want an EV that simply works year after year, the Kona Electric delivers. Nissan Leaf. Mechanically bulletproof despite cooling limitations. Later generation Nissan Leafs prove that even without active battery cooling, smart design creates liability. The second and third generation Leafs have incredibly simple drivetrains, single motor, straightforward power delivery, minimal mechanical complexity. Maintenance costs are among the lowest in the EV segment. No expensive cooling system repairs, no complex thermal management failures. The passive cooling limitations means Leafs degrade fast in extreme heat climates. Phoenix and Las Vegas owners see accelerated capacity loss, but mechanical durability remains excellent. A Leaf owner in Seattle hit 200,000 miles on a 2018 model. Battery capacity sits at 82%. He's replaced tires, brake fluid, and the 12-volt battery. That's it. His moderate climate helps battery longevity, but the mechanical components would last anywhere. For temperature climates, later Leafs offer exceptional reliability at reasonable prices. Ford Mustang Mach-E. matured past early software issues. Early Mach-E's suffered software glitches that frustrated owners. Ford addressed these issues in later production years. The core strengths were always there: strong battery cooling system that prevents overheating, robust powertrain with low failure rates, stable high-voltage architecture. Later production Mach-E's with updated software showed dramatically improved reliability. Drivetrain failure rates remain very low. The GE1 platform underneath is a heavily reworked version of proven Ford architecture. This maturity shows in long-term durability. A Mach-E owner in Texas bought a 2020 model after early issues were resolved. He's at 75,000 miles with 0 unscheduled service visits. Battery degradation is tracking at about 1.5% per year. He fast charges regularly and sees no adverse effects. The thermal management handles it without stress. If you're considering a Mach-E, stick with the 2022 or newer models for best reliability. Volkswagen ID.4. Conservative engineering pays off. The ID.4 benefited from VW waiting to perfect their platform before rushing to market. After early software revisions improved their user experience, the ID.4 has proven reliable in long-term use. Conservative battery usage strategy means the pack never operates near stress limits. This extends life significantly. The platform shows decent long-term outlook based on European data, where ID.4s have higher mileage. German taxi services using ID.4s report minimal issues past 100,000 kilometers. Battery degradation runs about 7 to 8% after 3 years of commercial use. Repair frequency is trending lower than initial projections suggested. The ID.4 won't excite driving enthusiasts, but it will deliver dependable service for years. Kia EV6. Advanced platform, strong early data. The EV6 shares Hyundai's eGMP platform, bringing sophisticated engineering to reliability. Efficient thermal system prevents battery stress under all conditions. Advanced battery protection software adapts to driving patterns and climate. Real-world reliability trends look promising despite the model being relatively new. Battery longevity data from early adopters shows minimal degradation. Most EV owners report 95% capacity or better after 2 years. An EV6 owner who bought at launch has 60,000 miles on the odometer. He tracks every charge and efficiency metric obsessively. Battery capacity remains at 96%. He's experienced 0 mechanical issues. One software update addressed a minor charging display bug. The EV6's engineering sophistication translates to real-world reliability, not just marketing claims. Hyundai Ioniq Electric, the efficiency champion. The original Ioniq Electric deserves recognition as one of the most reliable EVs ever built. Small battery pack means less stress on individual cells. Conservative charging speeds prevent thermal damage. Incredibly simple drivetrain with minimal components. Many high-mileage Ioniq Electrics exist with essentially 0 major repairs. An Ioniq Electric owner in California drives for a delivery service. His 2019 model has 140,000 miles. He's replaced tires, cabin air filters, and wiper blades. That's the complete maintenance history. The battery capacity at 140,000 miles, 91%. The conservative approach to everything pays dividends. The Ioniq Electric won't work for everyone due to limited range, but for appropriate use cases, reliability is exceptional. What makes these EVs reliable? It's not magic or luck. Reliable EVs share specific engineering properties. Strong thermal management keeps batteries in optimal temperature ranges. This single factor determines long-term battery health more than anything else. Simple motor configurations reduce potential failure points. Single motors prove more reliable than dual motor setups in long-term data. Conservative charging curves prevent battery stress. EVs that maximize charging speed often sacrifice long-term cell health. Mature platforms with years of real-world data allow manufacturers to address weak points before they become widespread problems. The EVs on this list prioritize these factors over maximum performance or flashiest features. Share in the comments which of these 9 surprised you most, and subscribe for more EV ownership advice focused on what actually matters for long-term reliability. Your EV doesn't need to be a mystery. These 9 models prove electric vehicles can be just as dependable as the best gas cars ever were.